Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. If you like The Mike Wagner Show and you want to make your own podcast, well, let me tell you about Anchor. First of all, it's free. Secondly, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. You can also add any song from Spotify directly to your episodes. The possibilities are endless. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. You can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, many more. You can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget, Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love will be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews, and Eve 11 enjoys by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for it goes Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com on over 40 podcast platforms heard in over 100 countries, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple Music, and more. Also heard on HamiltonRadio.net, Diamonds FM, Oldies Radio, and a few other networks coming soon. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. And don't forget to follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, hoodies, baseball gear. Makes great gifts 24/7. Go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia for great books like Missing, Once, and Wrinkles. Also T-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, phone cases, and more. Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. Check it out today. I'll support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Make sure you do so today. We're here with a terrific gentleman who is a singer-songwriter from Alabama, now living in Los Angeles. He collaborated with numerous artists from New York to Nashville to Portland as well. He draws inspirations from real sounds and personal stories and mixes with the chill pot to create an emotional experience. Let's talk about the unique experience. He's has some previous releases with Brent featuring Molly in the movies, also Mixed Signals, family drama in the movies, also some singles on Spotify, Lazy, Bad Habit, and Molly. When speaking of Spotify, he's got a regular following on Spotify, also on all the social media platforms as well, too, Pandora, TuneIn, YouTube, and everything else. He's got a brand new album out called Moment of Sleep, which includes some of the music we'll be discussing. Live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios in beautiful downtown Los Angeles, the multi-talented singer-songwriter from Alabama, now living in Los Angeles, taking in the surreal experience. Ladies and gentlemen, the multi-talented Chandler. Chandler, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. Happy to chat with you.
Well, it's great to have chat with you as well, too. I've been looking forward to chatting with you for quite some time. So you're a singer-songwriter from Alabama, now living in Los Angeles. You collaborate with numerous artists from New York to Nashville to Portland. You draw inspiration from real sounds and personal stories and mixes with chill pop to create an emotional experience. You also have a previous release called Brent featuring Molly in the movies, Mixed Signals, family drama. You also had Lazy and Bad Habit as well. And you're here to talk about your new release, Moment of Sleep, featuring Fake Channel, Sleep Sing, Lazy, Poser as well, too. And just a lot of great stuff. I'm looking forward to some of your stories. And before getting all that, Chandler, tell us how you first got started.
You know, there's some interesting videos of me as a child, definitely, making a fool of myself on some.
Really? That's interesting. Comedian or something.
But I think I really started taking this more seriously around the age of 16. I felt like music was an escape for me in a lot of ways to say things that I felt like I otherwise couldn't just say out loud. It was a lot of therapy for me. Mm-hmm. I went off to college. I went to the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa, and there was this beautiful piano room that was essentially abandoned. No one was ever in there. Gorgeous grand piano.
Wow.
Windows all the way around this white room. And I would just play to this audience of no one and write this therapy out on paper and just sing for myself. It was such a release. And it was there in college, I think, that I really started taking this more seriously as a viable means of art and expression, and just wanting to inspire other people to chase after joy and love and whatever it is that makes you tick and makes you happy. I am here for the pursuit of that. But that's sort of what sparked. I ended up dropping out of college a couple of years in, and I saved not nearly enough money, and I moved to Los Angeles, and I'm here still chasing it today. But you and I talked a little earlier about what it's like to just grind all day. And if you love what you do, then it's not a mentality of work, but you're actually gaining a lot of joy and fulfilling a life experience while you do it. So I'm happy to still be grinding at it.
And you're doing a great job at it too, Chandler. And what was that one precise moment that simply influenced you into what you're doing for the rest of your career?
Yeah, I think it was that piano room. It was something about the sound of that piano, and that just felt more meaningful to me than the things that I was studying in a classroom. And I thought, at any age you can go back to school, but I don't think that as you get older, you feel comfortable chasing something like being an artist or a musician or whatever it is. So I felt like that was my turning point of, I'm going to actually go after this in a very real way, as opposed to, just release a song here and there or make some music in my bedroom. Let's make some music in a studio. Let's put it out for the world to hear.
You talked about going to Alabama as well too, and you got into music when you started the piano. What were you going to originally study before encountering the piano?
I was in school to be a chemical engineer.
Oh, okay.
I've always loved math and science. I was good at school. I really liked school a lot, but I also really liked music a lot. And, my thought process there again was, I can come back and do this later. I can come back to school at any time. I still try to take in as much as I can in terms of learning on a daily basis, whether that's just, reading, or there's a multitude of apps for language base or whatever it is that you're interested in. I feel like education is at the tips of our fingers these days. It's essentially free. So learn what you want to learn and make what you want to make out of it. I don't know that the university is a necessity anymore.
That seems to be a big trend these days. It's like, paying so much to go to university, and you can also get the same education on the apps as well too. I mean, that's been a big trend as going to that, and I can completely understand. And who are some of your favorite artists, singers, and songwriters growing up?
I think now, at least, I'm very much in the singer-songwriter pop realm. I love JP Sachs, Lauv, Phineas. I'm obsessed with Phineas. He's Billie Eilish's brother. They work on all of their projects together. I think that they're both crazy talented individuals. Would love to work with them. Would love to work with Lauv. I mean, name them. Anybody in that pop singer-songwriter realm is definitely like a heartstring hitter for me. I like the way that they use music to make you feel what they're actually saying, as opposed to a lot of like surface level radio kind of hits that I feel like trend these days. I feel like those people are digging deeper into their lyrics and their melodies and their music in general. So definitely my inspirations these days. I used to listen to a lot of rock growing up. I was really into like Linkin Park and Medina Lake and My Chemical Romance. I think that those sounds definitely influence me still, but in a much calmer way, I guess. Not as much yelling these days in my music.
And of course, speaking of Linkin Park, you also collaborate as well too with some other musicians. We'll talk about that along with your releases Brand and Moment Sleep in just 1 minute. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by SoundWeb Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Widener Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Widener Show, international warring author Mia Mosensia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those who love be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Mosensia has garnered great reviews, and Eve Levin enjoys by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassie, Forbes Riley, and else. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Widener Show at themikewidenershow.com on over 40 podcast platforms, heard in over 100 countries. Also on hamiltonradio.net, Diamonds FM, Oldies Radio, and a few others coming soon. Take us with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Widener Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Widener Show on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok today. For great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Widener Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Mosensia for great books like Missing, Once and Wrinkles, also cool merchandise and more. I'll support the Mike Widener Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and the MikeWidenerShow.com. Make sure you do so today. We're here with a terrific, multi-talented singer-songwriter from Alabama, now living in Los Angeles, Chandler, here on the Mike Widener Show. Before we talk about your previous release, Brent, along with the new Moment of Sleep, you've worked with a number of talents from New York to Nashville to Portland, and one of them happens to be one of your favorite from Linkin Park. And tell us about that and some of the other collaborators you've worked with.
Yeah, like I said, I used to listen to a lot of rock growing up, so Linkin Park was one of my I'm listening to this to and from school, and before a soccer game, before a tennis match, that was my hype up music. A couple of, I guess it was 6 months ago now, maybe, this opportunity came up to work with Mike Shinoda from Linkin Park. He's collaborated on a numerous amount of songs as both a producer and a writer for lyrics, and I just highly respect this man in terms of what he does for music. So I collaborated with him. We got to do this live stream on Twitch together. It was a very cool experience, and it's called Mixed Signals. It's out on Spotify. It was very much a song, another therapy song for me, just about releasing this person who you once had a relationship with, and they keep coming back and forth to you, and you're going back and forth to them and can never fully let go from either side. So it's all about these mixed signals and how do we move forward. I think that he absolutely killed the production on this. The synths, the piano in it really drive this song forward in a very interesting way. So check it out. Mixed Signals, Mike Shinoda. That was a sick collaboration. And speaking of collaborations, and we were talking about you can learn whatever you want because the world is at your fingertips with technology these days. I think that over the pandemic, that's what sort of opened this world of music cross collaborating without having to be in the room with someone, because you could do like we're doing, jump on a Zoom call or a FaceTime, something that was sort of taboo in the music writing world. Obviously you would love to be in person with someone. You get a much more personal connection to write music, but it really expanded opportunity to work with people from Nashville without having to fly to Nashville. So I was really grateful to do some very interesting collaborations. Deanna Walker out of Nashville, as well as Femke on the EP before last called Brent. And then, Mike Shinoda was a similar situation in terms of being able to connect via technology and not have to show up in the room with someone. So been really grateful to work with a bunch of these people via technology. The most recent, I think, was Gente, Deanna Walker from Nashville. She actually flew out for this session that I did with Gente Co. for the song In the Movies. Thomas Daniel was in the room as well as a writer on that. Incredible lyricist people, incredible musicians, melodies are on point. That one, In the Movies, is gaining a lot of attention, radio attention as well, which I've been so grateful for. So definitely the collaborators, make a song what it is. It's not just me. There's a whole team of people that one idea can spark the direction of a song, whether that be the lyrics or the melody or the actual production, into a direction that maybe I never would have thought of by myself. So I'm super grateful to be able to work with these crazy talented people across the United States, and hopefully soon do some collaborations around the world, make it a little more international.
And certainly be amazing as well too. And we love to see it. You got some serious potential. You also have Molly. You also had family drama, and you also have some other singles too. You also have Lazy, Poser, and also Bad Habit. Tell us a bit about that. What inspired you to write them?
Yeah, this most recent EP, Moments of Sleep, I did most of those collaborations with people here in Los Angeles. Fake Chanel and Poser, definitely some of my favorites off of that EP. I'm working with a guy, Brandon Rosenfeld. We just write a lot together. He's an incredible singer-songwriter, and plays the guitar and does some production. Luke Nyland was a huge influence on this as well. He's an incredible guitar player and producer here out of Los Angeles. So all of these were local collaborations, just super talented people, from here back to Alabama. In terms of inspiration, I really wanted this to be songs that could be sung at myself in a mirror. There are a lot of self-reflection and like digging into my own head in hopes of releasing this in a form of therapy. And I just think that the more specific you get with these things, the more artistic and the more people relate to it. Molly was a real person who I will always love. And I think that even though maybe you don't know somebody named Molly, you can listen to this song and put in some other name of some love that you once lost, and you relate to it all the more because it's real, and that's what I wanted out of this. Real songs, real sounds. Fake Chanel starts out with birds that I had my mom record back in Alabama, and those birds slowly transitioned to birds that I recorded outside of my kitchen window here in Los Angeles. I wanted it to feel like transition, and I wanted it to feel alive. So I hope that that comes through the music.
And besides, with the real songs and also the real feelings that you base your lyrics on, and everything else, on most of it, real inspirations. What else do you base your lyrics on? Besides all that, what else do you base it on?
I mean, it obviously depends on the song. Poser has a lot of angst to it. That one really started with the feeling of feeling like I was just a joke. Like you move to Los Angeles and you try to become what other people say you need to be in order to make it. And at some point you have to say, okay, well, that's not working either. No one really knows what they're talking about. So I'm going to go back to just making the art that I wanted to make. I'm going to be the truest form of myself that I can possibly be. And that's what Poser turned into. It was, I'm just a joke. I'm just a poser. And, I'm not as cool as Mike Posner or Katy Perry or any of these other people releasing music or, influencing pop culture or the world in general, but maybe I can do that just by being myself. So fingers crossed that comes through and people feel that little bit of angst and anxiety. And it just depends on the song as to what the actual inspiration is.
And where can we find Brent and Moment of Sleep? And there's also other music you want to mention as well, feel free to talk as well.
Yeah, I mean, everything is on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Play, whatever you stream your music on, it's there. On social media, it's all What's Up Chandler. So I'm on Instagram and TikTok. I'm trying to be on TikTok.
I think many of us are trying to. So
I will spend hours just scrolling aimlessly and look back like, okay, where did those hours just go? And what did I just gain from that experience? Anyway, I'm trying to put some content on there as well. But yeah, What's Up Chandler across all platforms. But yeah, you can find me on Spotify and Amazon or wherever you listen to music. YouTube, there's several music videos out. My favorite one being the one for Molly. That one I worked with Grayson Wilder. He is just a visual genius in my opinion in a lot of ways. And there's some really cool underwater shots and shots that we did of me floating in the ocean out here in Malibu, and it was just a really, really cool experience and definitely an inspiration to keep pushing forward in terms of art. So yeah, check that out on YouTube as well.
We'll certainly do so. What's coming up for Chandler in 2022 and beyond? We'll find out just 1 minute. You listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by our official sponsor, the Mike Wagner Show, international war-wearing author Mia Molson's The Missing, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. We'll be back with the multi-talented singer-songwriter from Alabama, now in Los Angeles, Chandler, after this time. We're back with a singer-songwriter from Alabama, now living in Los Angeles, Chandler, here on the Mike Wagner Show. And, got a lot of great inspiration from you. You're very real, also a lot of feelings and passions into music and everything. What else can we expect from you in 2022 and beyond, Chandler?
So my two passions in life are music and food. I feel like everybody in the world can relate to both of those things.
You should write a song about food.
Well, I'm trying to combine those two worlds. So this next EP, which I don't have a date for yet, but it'll be called Moments Awake. It's very much a tandem project with Moments Asleep, a little bit more leaning rock, a little more angst, like the Poser song from Moments Asleep. But I'm going to release this with a tasting menu. So I've been doing a little research on how sound affects flavor and vice versa.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm super stoked about this upcoming project. So each song will have its own dish, so to speak. And I just really want to dive into the world of food and see if I can create an experience that goes beyond sound and visuals to make you feel something, whether that be, like if I were to do one with Fake Chanel, that at least reminds me of home in terms of flavor profile, things that my mom cooked, then hopefully that can give you insight into what this song meant for me in a deeper way. And you can connect to it, with your taste buds, as well as with your ears and with your eyes and the visuals of it. So I'm super stoked to sort of combine these two worlds. That's what's coming.
Oh, you're making me hungry for it. If you write a song about pizza, let me know about that too. I'll definitely buy it. So
look, Italian's where it's at. I currently, my day job is I work at an Italian restaurant here in Venice that's sort of highly acclaimed, world renowned. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it because I don't know if
you can say it. You can say it. I mean, we could visit one day. You never know. I could stop by. So it's like, don't be afraid to say it.
No, it's Felix Trattoria here in Venice, and it's Chef Evan Funky. I just highly, highly respect this man as a human being and what he's doing in the culinary world. And I'm so grateful. I do a little work in the pasta lab there. I make handmade pasta for the restaurant, and I work on expo. I cook in that kitchen when needed. So I've just learned so much in the short time that I've been there, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to then take some of what I learn and put it into my own world of music. I'm really stoked about the future collaborations that I'm going to be able to do. I want to tell you more, but it's a little bit of a secret. So I'm so stoked. Just give me a few months and then maybe we'll reconvene and we'll put some pasta on a plate and play some music in the background.
Oh my gosh. You know something? I thought about it since you're being a cook over the restaurant. Maybe you can sing for the customers while you serve food. Have you thought about that? Maybe a singing waiter or a singing server or something?
Well, we recently added a couple of songs to the Felix playlist that are my songs. So it's kind of interesting to be there working, and then the other people that I work with are like, "Hey, this is you." Isn't it? So
hey, this is
that's
you.
sort of happening. Yeah, I'll start singing my own music while I'm working around, and it's an interesting experience.
I am so looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to show up. I have to make reservations first. We'll do that. So
let me know when you want to come in. We'll get you in the door.
All right, sounds good. We'll make it a date. I'll bring some people. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
In terms of music,
anything.
Yeah, I really am inspired by what Phineas and Billie Eilish are doing. I just think that, any music doesn't exist without someone paving the way before you, Billie Eilish has a darker sound that I don't think would have maybe ever hit radio 20 years ago. And now she is this pop star, even though she may have not been popular a few years back. But I really appreciate what they're doing in the music space in terms of just making what they want to make from their bedroom and writing these lyrics that are a little more nuanced in that maybe it's things that pop music wouldn't otherwise be saying.
Mhm.
I really highly respect Phineas's work as a producer and a writer and as a singer-songwriter. I mean, he releases his own projects as well, and I'm just highly inspired by what they're doing for the music world, just in terms of saying, you know what, own it. Whatever you've got, do that, and
Mhm.
they'll come if it's good. And prime example, the people are coming. You know.
And I think she's made a really big impact as well too, that it's right place, right time, and taking advantage. And it's so amazing. Yes, it's like, just the right place, right time. I think that's what a credit to. So
Yeah, 100%. Hopefully, this is the right place and right time for my stuff as well, and we'll start soaring soon.
and have it go with food. I think that'll be more perfect timing. So
Yeah, yeah. You know what? You can't ask for anything more. A good food, a good sound in your ear, and good people around you. What more can you ask for?
and if you go to a Italian restaurant, don't forget the wine.
100%. If you know me at all, I'm a wine lover. I'm down for all of it. Maybe we'll do a little wine pairing with the tasting menu. That's a good idea, Mike. Thank you for the inspiration.
I think that's a great idea. I think we'll do that next time we meet as well. Have a little wine, pasta, whatever it is, and we can have a dinner date and talk about your latest release. And I think that'd be great too, maybe from the restaurant or something. So it's
I'm
been done.
100% down. You let me know when.
Sounds good. We'll clear some dates. And lastly, what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
I think stop listening to the people who think they know the formula, because the formula may have worked a couple of times for a few people, but it didn't work for thousands of others. And I think
Mhm.
it is more about the right place and the right time. And nowadays, people, I think, are wanting more and more real sustenance. I think people are overseeing the fake stuff. That was sort of what was behind the song "Fake Chanel," in that you don't have to put on these fake glasses or dye your hair blonde like I did when I first moved here, or wear extravagant things. If that's you, 100% do that. Be the most authentic version of you. But through that experimentation, I learned that that wasn't me, and I'm much happier just being me. So I'd say be yourself, make music that you want to make, or food that you want to make, or say what you want to say on a radio show, paint what you want to paint. Be the truest form of you, and that resonates the most with other people and inspires people the most.
And I think that's really good advice as well, too. So that's really good advice. Once again, we're with singer, songwriter, multi-talented Chandler from Alabama, living in Los Angeles on the Mike Wagner show with a moment of sleep. Also, Brian Chandler, very big thank you for your time. It's been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep us up to date, keep in touch. Love to have you back. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects, what's your website, how do people contact, where can people purchase or check out your music?
Yeah, look, I'm so happy to be on the show with you. Thank you so much for chatting with me. It was so much fun, just to talk about the music and talk about some food with you. Yeah, anybody can follow me on What's Up Chandler. That's on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you stream some socials. And then, yeah, I'm on YouTube and iTunes and Spotify. It's just Chandler, all caps. So looking forward to releasing some new music for you guys very soon. And hopefully I'll be joining Mike soon as well. And we'll chat some more.
That would be great. Wine, pasta, your place, you name it. We're there. So,
Sounds good, Mike.
all right, great, Chandler. Very big. Thank you for your time. You're totally amazing. Looking forward to having soon. Keep us up to date. Keep in touch. Live have you back in. Definitely wish you all the best and a great future ahead of you.
Thank you so much.